Yo, it's been a while, a couple months actually. Uh, Honestly, there just hasn't been anything I want to react to. Since when I was done with the summer semester, it was pretty much like the whole YouTube algorithm was only giving me like a pirate software slop, which was a bit meh. I watched them all. Found them funny, but it wasn't really something to react to. I felt like, at least for me, since I'm not really a coder or a hacker or anything like that. Anyways, today we're back. Actually, I was gonna react to the MasterCard and Steam like drama. Well, not really drama, but like conflict. But I think I started playing Ellen. Because it was around August, right? Anyways, I've been a bit addicted to the game. Doesn't matter. Let's start. Today we're gonna be reacting to Shark Tank is worse than you thought. Now, I've never actually watched a full episode of Shark Tank. However, I have seen out of like a bits and pieces. And as far as I know, uh, people have gone here and they have come out successful. Actually, remembering again, were those people who were denied deals and they just kept going? Because like the Scrub Daddy thing, that didn't work out, did it? No, it did. And that guy's like a millionaire by now. Those things are everywhere. Anyways, let's keep reacting, watching, or start.
No, I'm allergic to scams. Seriously, this is not new. It's been disproven. It's a joke. It's a scam. It's not real.
Wait, who's this guy?
Disproven. It's a joke.
Oh, did they replace him with the other body? The one people like hate?
It's a scam. It's not real.
It's the first time
And
I've seen
crazy
him.
crash outs.
I would take an offer.
Yeah, this guy. In every single like YouTube short clip or anything, people hate this guy. I don't know why.
From anybody besides Mr. Wonderful. You.
Worst
Same with the woman.
presentation
I don't know if it's her or another one.
Oh, that was me.
For many, Shark Tank is the best show on TV,
Might be a
and
bit
it's
too loud
easy
for
to
you
see
guys.
why. It has a predictable yet entertaining format with plenty of drama, suspense, and jaw-dropping moments that leave you glued to your screen, something that's apparent from their views on YouTube alone. What most people don't realize, however, is that beneath the show's spectacle lies a world of manipulation.
Let me guess. When they say, yeah, I'll buy your company for X and X amount, that's only on camera. Off camera, they either don't buy it, or or they make their own company, just fucking steal all your ideas, fuck copyright, and because they're bigger than you, they can just like force you to like shut down your shop. Is that what's gonna happen? Because that could happen, right? You go there, you present your idea to these millionaires. They say, nah, I don't want it. It's not gonna be good. Boom, show ends or episode ends. Off stage, pulls up their phone. Hey, I got this great idea.
Exploitation,
do that,
and
right?
life-threatening scams. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be doing a deep dive into the dark underbelly of Shark Tank. Everything wrong with the show, its sharks, and the contestants. Now, some of these missteps can be chalked up to nothing but mistakes, but as you'll see by the end of this video,
There's no
a
way.
few of them were deliberate offenses that ended up ruining lives.
He wiped out our business bank account. There was about $100,000 in there at the time, and he mailed us a check for $8,000.
For those who
Wait, what? Oh, wait. Sorry, let's hear that again.
ruining lives.
He wiped out our business bank account. There
Okay, business bank account, different from
was
personal.
about $100,000 in there at the
100,000.
time, and he mailed us a check for $8,000.
For those who
8,000. Is it a week or a month, year after they signed the contract?
who haven't seen the show before, Shark Tank is a reality TV
Because they do offer money in exchange for equity company, whatever, and the percentage of the sales. So it's possible that it's that, right? They earned 100K, or maybe not, and he has a percentage. So it's like, oh, you have 100K here. According to the deal, the contract, you owe me like a 8K.
Sure, where aspiring
Could it
entrepreneurs
be like
pitch
that?
their business idea to a panel of wealthy investors known as sharks.
Let me make this clear. I'm not a business guy. I'm just talking out of my ass. Just being honest.
In hopes of securing a life-changing deal. The show first premiered in 2009 as the American adaptation of the Japanese show Tigers of Money.
多国籍ファーストフードのお店をしたいと思っています。
それは一体どんなもんなんですか?
The same Japanese show inspired the UK's
Japan.
Dragon's Den as well.
Years ahead.
While the concept was quite similar, the mere idea of someone potentially making it big thanks to the shark's investment was surprisingly gripping. Viewers also tuned in for every episode to see what creative ideas or products contestants would bring up.
In the 80s, there was the Rubik's Cube.
No.
Now introducing the toy of the future. Zipstring!
Oh, I thought it was something else. If I'm not wrong, there's a New Zealand toy that's similar to this. I thought they were just gonna be like, oh yeah, guys, this is new. We invented this.
The American version
the
also
same
cut down
shit.
the hours of boring business negotiations into a more fast-paced, high-stakes back and forth between the sharks and the entrepreneurs. This helped sharks
On camera, off camera, there's probably like the whole thing, right? Like I doubt they just say, oh yeah, we'll sign it, and not do
Tank
anything
gained
else.
mass appeal, making it more and more popular with each new season. However, despite its immense popularity, the show has some glaring flaws that are impossible to overlook. For starters, the sharks aren't nearly as shrewd as they claim to be. Sure, they have the business know-how to sometimes land massively successful deals, like the Scrub Daddy,
I said it. Yeah, this is like the one example that like blew up. Even my mother, I think, has one.
Scrub Daddy, and you're gonna see it's just gonna attack right into that burned on mess.
No, but there was another one. Was it a prosthetic or something? It was something that was like really like a niche, but like blew up after.
Right off. And
Because
remember,
it's really
I'm
good.
just using water here. There's no chemicals at all, and it's gonna cut right through that. It won't scratch any of your surfaces, but it will clean them beautifully. Now, Scrub Daddy's not really smiling anymore, so I'm gonna put him here in the warm water, and in just a couple seconds, voila. He's back to bright, fresh, and clean every time.
Lori Greiner invested over $200,000 for a 20%
I tried using one of these, and dude, I think the holes aren't worth it. Like I'm just being honest. It makes it too easy to squeeze. I feel like maybe I'm too strong. I do have some muscle now.
stake in the company, and it paid off.
I'll go to 20.
We got a deal.
Got a deal.
Hey.
Good.
Way to go, Aaron. Woo!
Congratulations.
Thanks, Laura. I'm so excited.
Scrub Daddy became a bigger success than Lori could have ever imagined. By 2024, it had already sold over $700 million worth of products. Unfortunately, for a show about experienced rich business people making smart investments, Scrub Daddy is a rare exception rather than the rule. There are the odd successes
never mind.
here and there, but so many more investments crumble the moment the publicity from a Shark Tank appearance fades away. However, even more frustrating than the failed deals are the ones that all the
I see what it means. It's like, oh, this guy won. I have to, not won, but he got an investment. Let's see the product. It has to be good, right? Like these millionaires or billionaires invested in this. It has to be good. Let's buy it.
sharks rejected,
I can see that.
only for those companies to explode in popularity and prove them all wrong. Like the Lip Bar, a company selling colorful and bright lipsticks. During their pitch, none of the sharks showed any
That's
interest
it?
in the company, assuming that it would not succeed. Kevin O'Leary even went as far as calling one of the founders cockroaches for what he
Sorry, I need to see this how it looks.
Kevin O'Leary, none of the sharks showed
No, I have a mother. I have a sister. I don't think I've ever seen any of them with this. I'm not gonna lie.
none of the sharks showed any interest in the company.
Yeah, they're really like bright, But I feel like that's not worth, right? You don't want them to be too bright.
company.
Because you want them to mix with your skin, no? Isn't that the whole point of makeup?
Assuming that it would not succeed.
Because like right now, my eyes are here. I'm not even looking. Oh, maybe that's worse.
Kevin
for
O'Leary
girls.
even went as far as calling
Or
one of
women.
the founders cockroaches for what he thought was a terrible idea.
You can't get share. If anybody thought you could sell purple or green lipstick, they do it. They already have the shelf space. They just add another color.
That's true.
And they would crush you like the color for cockroaches.
Like there's millions of lipsticks, makeup shit companies, YouTubers, even like actually I did not cut YouTubers. It's beauty tubers or whatever. But even they have their own thing. Like I can't blame them for saying this was gonna fail. Like being completely honest. It just looks like a normal makeup, but like brighter, which personally I feel like would be worse.
You are. You only have so many minutes on Earth. Don't waste them trying to sell lipstick. I'm out.
While Kevin couldn't have been more wrong. Not only is the lip bar still in operation with millions of units sold since their inception, other investors saw the potential that the sharks overlooked, allowing the company to raise a grand total of nearly $16 million in funding. However, the lip bar and every other missed opportunity pales in comparison to arguably the biggest fumble in Shark Tank history.
Dude, maybe it's in like Europe or something. I don't think I've ever seen them, right? Or another state. I do live in Texas, so it's like, yeah, maybe.
Ring. Back in 2013, a company named Doorbot received its chance to shine on Shark Tank. The founder spent the last
Yeah.
$20,000 in his pocket to prepare an elaborate set for his
This guy, maybe not him specifically, but this idea. It's like, is there a modern house, like one built in the last 5-10 years, that doesn't have this? Like a door cam? Because I feel like all of them do now, right? It's just like, why wouldn't you put it there? If you order a package or something, someone tries to steal it, it's on camera. You can probably get a refund, you can, get your package back, maybe? Like, it's
pitch
so
on the
worth.
show. More importantly, the product he was
Like, if you're at work, you can see there, talk to them. Dude, I love these things.
offering
They're just
also
so
seems
good.
like quite the innovation. It was one of the first smart doorbells in the world, allowing people to easily see who was at the door before opening it.
Like, it's a really like a small chance, but there are like videos of people like opening their door to someone, and then that guy like keeps it open, and the whole group like goes in and like robs them. Like this can't prevent that too, even though it's like probably 0.1 million% or whatever.
Introducing
still
the
happen.
Doorbot, the first ever video doorbell built for the smartphone. With Doorbot, you can see and speak with visitors from anywhere.
Jamie, the Doorbot's creator, was quite confident in his product and came in with the mindset
Dude, maybe it's because I already know they succeeded, but this just sounds like such a good idea. Why wouldn't you invest in this? Like, what negatives? I guess that well, they're rich, right? So I guess they already have people there who can pick it up. So it's like, why would I ever need this? I already have someone, right? They aren't thinking about the normal person. They also probably live in a gated house, not a gated community, a gated house. It's like,
of getting a deal. However, this confidence faded away quickly when the sharks failed to see the potential in his company and started dropping out like flies.
I just don't think it's for me. I'm out. But you're pricing out $199. That price point is going to start dropping quickly as your volumes go up. For that reason, I'm out.
nah.
Do that. This company instead of being worth $7 million.
The thing is, you can put this together with and package it with cameras, other security systems. It's like, it's so dumb.
Could be worth 80 million, 90 million. I just don't see that progression, and for that reason, I'm out.
And now dude, we're only 6 minutes. It looks like just like a rectangle right now. Like you can customize it, do other shit. Just just add your own flavor. I feel like, which would make the what's it called? The people who like decorating their house like super happy, increase the price.
If Jamie
Like,
had
there's so
listened to
many
the
things you can do
Sharks,
with
he
this.
would have believed his product was worthless and abandoned the idea altogether.
Maybe hindsight,
but
though.
he trusted his vision and kept
Maybe.
pushing forward, rebranding the company to Ring along the way. Then, in 2018, something happened that none of the Sharks saw coming. Ring was acquired by Amazon for a whopping $1 billion. Ring also went on to become the reason for over 20% of American homes having a video doorbell in 2023, compared to just
Oh yeah,
4%.
it's 2023. It's probably up to 40%, dude, in the last in 2025 now. Because maybe not actually, because there are a lot of old homes.
In 2017. Put simply, Ring became a bigger success than
Probably
any of the
30%.
Sharks ever gave it credit for. As a comment on
more
YouTube
realistic.
pointed out, craziest part of all of this is a few seasons later, he was a guest on Shark for a few episodes. Don't let a few people who don't understand your vision decide your fate. In
True.
the end, Jamie likely had no regrets about how things played out. But what if he
Of course he didn't. He probably made more money getting denied than he would getting them to invest.
actually landed a deal?
Not probably, he definitely did.
Well, there's a good chance that nothing would have changed, because as it turns out, many of the deals you see on the show don't actually happen. This
Yeah.
might sound unbelievable,
obvious.
but it's true. There are so many examples of deals that happen on air only to fall apart after the cameras have stopped rolling. One of the most common reasons behind these failed deals is sadly the Sharks' greed. Take Show No Tell for example. Shelley appeared on Shark Tank in March of 2013
Haven't seen this one.
with her 2 children to pitch her idea for a new type of beach or water park towel. Her invention allowed kids to run around and have fun without the risk of dropping the towel. After hearing about her struggle after the 2000
Wait, so it's like a bat towel, right? You put it on. It's just that, but like a what's it called? A no. Pancho. It's a pancho, right? The things that are like cowboy shit. More Mexican than cowboy, or I guess a mix.
2008 recession, and the passion she put into this project, Laurie agreed to a deal.
I think I see a ton of me in you. I love your drive. I
don't know who she is. She might have a kid and be like, hey, take a picture. Hey, do you think you would wear this to like the water park? No, mommy. And then like, oh yeah, I'm not doing this
love
anymore.
your passion. I relate to you. I've been on QVC for 14 years.
Like it's possible that here she thought, yeah, I would buy this, and then like later on, like she thought it through more, and decided not to.
And I know what it takes to. I started making everything.
Which happens in a lot of business deals, I'm pretty sure, where it's like, oh yeah, this sounds great. You go home, take a shower, then you're in bed, and you're like, wait, what? No, this is horrible. I gotta cancel this.
By hand. I like you so much that actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to write you a check right now.
Basically,
She
I feel
cut
like
Shelley a
it's a normal
check of
thing.
$75,000 for 25% equity, $25,000 more than she had originally asked for. This is a dream scenario for any Shark Tank contestant. The best.
Okay, never mind. I take it back. Yeah, you already gave this check. You said you were. I mean, you even gave more. Like, you can't take this away anymore. You already gave it to her.
Outcome they
And
could
it's not like you made a mistake. You said it on air, right? That you were gonna give her.
hope for. But for Shelley, what seemed like an act of kindness from Laurie ultimately cost her the entire business. Because after the camera stopped rolling, Laurie went back on her words almost immediately. She changed the deal and started asking for a lot more equity in the business. Shelley had to decline the new offer, resulting in a loss her business never recovered from. This isn't an isolated example.
We're both women. We're both moms. I'm gonna do what you wanted and more. Oh yeah, and You should also give me more, right?
either. There are many other companies that never received the cash they were promised on the show for similar reasons. That said, going back on deals is far from the worst thing that sharks have done to some contestants.
It's been
Then again, it's like acting good on camera and then like backstage being a bitch. I feel like that's normal for the... Is it a show? A TV show, I guess, or TV series in the industry. Because it's not, this wouldn't count as Hollywood, right?
nightmare.
It's
I
like
don't- I
Ellen
can't put
DeGeneres
it
and all
any
that.
more succinctly, you know.
In December of 2013, former American football player Al Baker went on Shark Tank to secure an investment for his struggling business.
Hi, I'm Al Bubba Baker from Avon, Ohio, owner of the Debone.
Bubba Baker. Okay, he's a... Wait a... Oh no, that's his name. His name is Al Bubba Baker, right? I thought it was like his profession. Which, by the way, did you know that people with like names like Baker, Smith, etc. They got that name because of their ancestors. That's the job they did. They didn't have a last name, so they just took their first name and added their job.
Baby.
In case you didn't know. Then, you know, people got creative. It's like Gomez. I don't think Gomez means like any kind of job, right?
Back rib steaks.
Lopez,
I'm seeking
stuff like that.
$300,000 in exchange for 15% equity in my company.
Things went surprisingly well for Al. The Sharks loved his ribs, and he ended up walking away with a deal with Damon John. But before he had the chance to celebrate this victory with his family, things took a turn for the worst. At first, things looked fine on the surface.
I'm so sorry. He's selling deboned steak ribs.
Things went surprisingly well.
In exchange for rib steak.
Sorry, baby back rib steak. I'm not really a fan of ribs.
Equity.
Ended up walking away with
So I
a deal with
wouldn't,
Damon John. But
no.
before he had the chance to celebrate this victory with his family, things took a turn for the worst. At first, things looked fine on the surface. The business stayed operational for many years, with Damon parading it as a multi-million-dollar success.
Okay.
However, in 2023, an LA Times article came out in which Al and his family talked about the struggles they had to face ever since signing with Damon on Shark Tank.
Oh, sorry. Let me guess. He needed X amount of money each month, which led to them being worked to the bone. Is that a saying? Worked to the bone? I think so, right? To the bones. Schedules didn't make sense. Business ideas or recommendations he like pushed towards.
It
Shit like
started
that, I'm
with
guessing.
Damon changing the terms of the deal from $300,000 for 30% to just $100,000 for 35%.
Hello? A third of the money for more?
5%. Al, however, felt pressure to accept the new terms, knowing his business's success depended on this deal, stating, "You're in that environment, you're not asking a whole lot of questions. It's Damon John."
Dude, at least get it to like 200,000 K. Like he's giving you a third and you have to give 5% more? That's
My wife
insane.
and daughter would have killed me if I said I wasn't signing this. Unfortunately, this was only the beginning of Al's hardships. Shortly after he agreed to the far worse deal, Damon appointed his friend, Nate Holtzapfel, to handle the tech side of things.
You know, it's actually worse because now he's like, oh yeah, I just took advantage of this guy. You know, I'm giving a third of the money and getting like 5% more. I can definitely do a lot more because he's desperate. You know, hey, my friend needs a job. From now on, hey, he's doing the internet genius, whatever he's
describing
doing.
him as a quote internet genius and putting him in charge of the website, online marketing, and funds management. This backfired.
Okay, funds management on someone who's not part of the original owner's group, friend, family. He's the investor's friend. I wonder how that's gonna go. He's also in charge of the online marketing. And I don't know what the website means. Oh, I guess you can order or
almost immediately when the company's website went live only 3 hours before the Shark Tank episode aired on TV. And while it worked, they had to refund 14% of the initial orders because Nate failed to set up sales tax on the website. However, this was nothing compared to his second transgression. You
I shouldn't be
see,
laughing.
Damon's left
Sorry.
Nate in charge of the accounting, but when Elle and his wife asked for financial reports of their business, he didn't comply one bit. When they complained to Damon about this, he shrugged them off completely.
I wonder why this guy, who's friends with the investor, and he had. Sorry, this was a dumb thing to do.
Completely.
Like, you're giving the management of your company, it's pretty much your whole company, to someone you have no idea who he is. You didn't hire him. The only thing you know about him is he's this guy's friend.
Stating,
this guy who scammed you, by the way, like, he didn't even give you half the fucking money you asked for. He gave you like a third. Dude.
I'm not asking you to kiss him, this is business. They eventually managed to push Nate out of the company, only to end up getting screwed over even worse.
But once we were able to finally have Nate removed from our business, he wiped out our business bank account. There was about $100,000 in there at the time, and he mailed us a check for $8,000.
Wait. So he took the money and ran? Like, this guy took the money, right?
$1,000, and we requested information on that, a breakdown of where the funds went, and we never received it.
As for Damon,
you know what probably happened? They had a side business in advertising. So he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm in charge of advertising and funds. So for the online advertising, who do we hire? Oh well, I happen to have this company that just happens to be owned by a friend or by me. Let's hire them." Which is, would it be illegal technically?
I
feel like that would be illegal, right?
Used to take any
Because you're
responsibility
pretty much giving money to yourself from a company that's not yours.
for what was basically robbery, claiming that Nate, quote, deserved it. In the meantime, Damon also kept presenting El Bubba Baker as his biggest deal ever with over $16 million in sales. However, El claims that his family only received 4% of that $16 million. They also received just $2,900 net profit from a $5.8 million deal with Hardee's. They were clearly getting ripped off by Damon. The Baker family still tried to figure things out peacefully, only to get slapped.
No. Dude, your whole, history with this guy, he's been just shitting on you. Trying to scam you, trying to just get all the possible money he can off you. Even, dude, I swear this is legal, right? You cannot go into a company, get into, the fund management and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna give all the money and hire companies related to me, which will give me money back." You know what I mean?
Slapped in the face with a lawsuit.
We're thinking
This
to
guy's
ourselves,
too nice,
hey,
basically.
Damon, aren't you concerned with where the profits went from the $5.8 million deal? So we're thinking he's gonna align with us to try to figure out where the money went. Just a break.
It went right into his pockets. Let's be honest here. Probably his and his friends' pockets.
Down of where this money went from $5.8 million. Instead, Damon John band together with the co-packer, Rastelli Foods, to file a lawsuit against us because they wanted to move forward with a Subway deal.
They eventually came to a settlement with Damon, which forced them to sign a confidentiality agreement. Put simply, they can't tell anyone about what Damon did to their business.
Wait, didn't he only get 35%? That's huge for a company, but it's not the majority. This guy should still have the majority of the stock on the company, right? So although they can make some request, this guy is still like the owner. He has all the power, no? Unless he
However,
sold it to other people.
The legal fees from this lawsuit made the Baker family lose their home, restaurant, and even their food truck. Left with no other option, the Bakers decided to break this confidentiality agreement and come out with everything. Their story quickly gained steam as fans of the show were horrified by Damon's treatment of a lovely entrepreneurial family, with one person writing, "I got teary-eyed listening to Al Baba Baker's story. Watching a millionaire let them lose everything just to pocket an extra million or two is disgusting. There is absolutely no justification for them being shut out of their own business like that. I pray God restores them." Damon denied any wrongdoing.
Can't say
The LA
anything.
Times article that Al Bubba Baker and Brittany Baker intentionally broke the confidential.
Is it my computer? I'm not paying premium. Fuck you. Why have all like the videos been so shitty in quality?
Reality and put out and shopped to this reporter, and at best it's not true, and that's me being kind. Now the reason I'm doing this is this reporter intentionally broke the confidentiality and
Wait, if it's not true, why is there a confidentiality contract or whatever on this information?
put out and shopped to this reporter, and at best it's not true, and that's me being kind.
If they're just lies, you know, you should be able to like prove them, right? You shouldn't need to force them to keep their mouth shut with the law.
Now the reason I'm doing this is because I want you to always stand up for yourself, no matter what position you get in life, just like I am. Don't sit back and think, oh, the truth is going to set us free because I have the truth, but I'm under
Yeah, unless your business partners with this guy, then you shouldn't stand up. You should just sit there and, you know, have his friend and him like just steal minions from you.
confidentiality, and I can't put the truth out there in detail, but public opinion also could.
Fuck. I wish I knew how this worked. But since he broke the confidentiality thing, wouldn't he be able to also like break it in some way without like really trouble?
Potentially affect your family, your loved ones, the people that have worked on this project and invested in it. When your family's out there, and because of public opinion, these people now, after the LA Times article is out, they're online damn near harassing me at this point and putting up a lot of falsities, and I will not stand for that. I'm always going to stand up for myself.
He even filed a restraining order against the family, forcing them to take down all past negative comments and preventing them from posting any more, something fans of the show did not like either, with one commenter writing, "Damon is a child who can't admit he screwed over poor Al.
Dude, there's no way this is legal. Like, I just keep... There's no way what happened here is legal, right?
Fortunately,
Then again, I guess they don't have evidence, right?
did receive some settlement money for their troubles, but after everything Damon put them through, no amount of money could truly make up for the stress, losses, and betrayal they endured. That said, while this case went down as the worst scam by a shark, they themselves aren't immune to getting scammed either, as was the case with the breathometer. In September of 2013, the Sharks came face to face with Charles Yim and
Breathometer, probably alcohol breath? Or it's like bad breath. Either way, why would you care? Like, you should be able to see if you have bad breath just by doing this. And if it's alcohol, you can also like smell alcohol in your breath. The only people who need this are cops, right? Realistically, so they have like a clear measure that they can use in case something goes wrong.
and his revolutionary smartphone breathalyzer called the breathometer.
Let me show you how it works. Simply retract the audio jack, plug it into the smartphone, activate the app.
What?
Within a matter of seconds, you'll be able to know what your breath alcohol level is. And
I don't...
better yet, it can even tell you how long it'll take to sober up. And if need be, you can even hail a cab with the push of a button.
For context, a breathalyzer...
Why would you want this? Like, just, if you want to drive, don't drink. Actually, I think you can drink like a cup, right? like a small cup or one shot, I think it's fine, legally speaking. One or two.
Breathalyzer is a device that measures the amount of alcohol in a person's system, commonly referred to as blood alcohol concentration, or BAC. The problem with traditional high-quality breathalyzers at the time, however, was that they were not only expensive, but also bulky and inconvenient to carry.
I see. So they were planning to invest in this and then sell it to a cop, I'm guessing. Right? I'm guessing that's... Because there's no way like a normal bystander would buy this. Because they wouldn't care about their own like level. If they're drunk, they're not gonna think, oh, I'm drunk, let me get my phone, switch it, app. Damn, it says I can't drive, man. No, they're just gonna go drive. That's the whole point of being drunk, right? You can't make your own decisions, or you're impulsive.
Round, Charles's breathometer solved both of these issues. The Sharks were so impressed by his little invention that, in an unprecedented move, all 5 Sharks invested in the company at the same time.
He looks happy.
All right.
What they didn't know was that this would go down as one of the biggest mistakes in the show's history. As a comment on YouTube puts it, little did anyone know Charles was the real shark in that room. Long story short, Charles was lying through his teeth. His breathometer did not work as advertised. Inaccurate readings, a buggy app, and a device that barely worked.
Would this be a scam? Technically, did he say it was accurate? I don't think he did, right? He just said it measures your breath alcohol level, but he didn't say it was like super accurate. He just said it does. A buggy app that had nothing to do with it. Device barely works. Yeah, I think you can get away with this.
These issues were all over the barrage of negative customer reviews. As one user on Best Buy puts it, "This product sounds cool but doesn't work at all. No matter what device I tried to put it on, it just didn't work. The app is not compatible with any device I had, and I read..."
Dude. I would love to know what work this guy does. Or like these people do. Why do they need a breathalyzer?
Similar reviews on other websites about how it didn't work after an update. Charles, however, had no intention on fixing.
Not compatible with iPhone, but inconvenient. 2-inch, huh? It's hard to measure. Wait, uses are limited? What?
It anytime soon. Instead of working on improving the app and the hardware, he was instead living it big with the money he received from the Sharks.
The guy, Charles, I look at his Instagram and he'd be in Bora Bora. And I look at his Instagram.
This guy's shit.
Yes.
What?
2 weeks later, and he'd be in Vegas partying.
Sucks to
then
suck,
be on
man. You got
Necker
scammed.
Island with Richard Branson. And I'd text him like, "What the fuck are you doing? You're supposed to be working." "Oh no, I'm networking." Next thing you know, all the money's gone.
All of the Sharks lost the money they invested in his company. That being said, multi-millionaires and billionaires losing a few $100,000 each wasn't the real problem with the breathometer. The real issue was that its failures put innocent lives in danger.
You know, that networking was probably the same thing this guy was doing, right? This guy? Yeah. He was just networking, you know, spending all the money in another company.
The breathometer understated users' BAC levels, which is misleading at best and disastrously dangerous at worst. According to the FTC, the company claimed their devices can measure BAC levels from 0.02% to 0.25%, yet they never tested them for beyond 0.02%. Imagine what would happen if somebody became intoxicated and their breathometer suggested they could drive. It likely would not end well at all. So, by airing the breathometer episode they could
this guy
drive,
survived?
it likely...
I feel like the shock just from hitting this. Then again, cars are made to like break it easily when hit because it absorbs the shock. It's like helmets. You don't want a helmet that doesn't break. Like there's this let's see. test Chinese. Fuck. Bike. Fuck. Helmet test. No, there was like a short of a guy. Oh, I think it was an Indian guy. But he had like this metal pole. He would put the helmet there and then hit them. And well, obviously they would puncture it through. That's what they're supposed to do. Then he put his helmet, and it didn't. And everyone was just shitting on him, like, dude, this is gonna kill someone. Like, they're supposed to break because they absorb the shock.
They would not end well at all. So,
I don't know why
by
I
airing the
went on that
Breathometer
tangent.
episode without verifying its legitimacy, the Shark Tank producers were partly responsible for whatever accident might have happened. Not to mention the sharks who kept promoting it afterwards in hopes of...
Oh yeah, if they're actually... Yeah, I guess they do have some accountability for this, right?
of making their money back. In the end, the
Because
Breathometer
technically they're advertising this works perfectly, right?
company had to refund every customer, making it one of the biggest failures in 16 seasons of Shark Tank. Which brings us to the present day, and the big question is, are the sharks and the show's producers doing anything to make things right?
No.
Well, not really. Some of the sharks...
Why would you? Like, realistic, why would you? Like, is making things right gonna give you anything? Like, I guess you could say like self-satisfaction or something. But why?
They
There's
found a
like no
new way
point.
to make money, selling out to literal scams. Damon John, for instance, happily promoted Jason Bond Picks, an online course selling scammer.
Damon John also endorsed
Coffeecilla.
Jason Bond Picks, which, if you guys know stocks, you know what a joke that guy is.
All right, listen, before I
No idea
contacted
who he is.
Jason, I'm a shark, right? You know I have no problem about, ripping somebody apart or just saying I'm out.
No, you're a sellout for money.
At least with Damon, you can make the argument that he did vet Jason and found him completely legit. Even though there's no evidence for that being the case, it's still possible. Kevin O'Leary, on the other hand, is
Dude.
there's no evidence for that.
You shouldn't trust this guy with anything, man. What the fuck am I seeing?
Being the case, it's still possible. Kevin O'Leary, on the other hand, is doing something even worse. He's recklessly endorsing any brand that comes his way without stopping to consider for a second whether he's promoting a scam, all for the low price of just $1,200.
I disagree. I think this is far less harmful, because if you don't have any mental issues and you see you can book him to promote your thing for 1,200 and you still do it, I think that's a personal problem. If you trust any of these, when you see you can just buy it, like, are you dumb? Are you retarded? Are you mentally ill?
$200.
I can't even tell you how many people lately I've seen do this.
Like, I think that's better than whatever this guy was doing. Fuck. Yeah, this guy. Because this guy, he's going with the I'm legit, I'm real, like this is actually gonna work.
Where they get Kevin O'Leary specifically. He's like the king of this. Of these fake shoutouts.
Like, he's kind of a, what's it called? He's trying to seem pathos. What's it called? Pathos. Logic? Fuck.
Hi, Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank here. Has sold nearly 1,000 different products on Amazon alone. Check out Sophie's book.
Thank you for the kind words, Kevin.
That seems super obviously pre-recorded on the script. No emotion. If you get tricked by that, it's a personal problem. Especially if you know of this guy, I feel like you should know he's doing this, right? All these shoutouts. Like, nah, I still think this guy's way worse. He's being a lot more malicious.
There it
And he's
is.
trying to like hide that he's doing like shitty stuff.
You can pretend like the endorsement was all natural. What? I paid for it? What do you mean? This is just what Kevin O'Leary, me and Kevin O'Leary, we're just tight like this. We're just tight like this because he never says it's a sponsorship. He just says it's a shout out. So you can do what this lady's doing and put it in your YouTube ad. Oh, yes. Dude, he has sold out the soul of this show and just been like, hey, you know, it stood for real people making real companies. Forget all that. I'll sell you I'll sell you a shout out for $1,200. You kidding me?
Coffeezilla looked into this back in September of 2020, over 4 years ago, and Kevin is still doing the same thing. The only difference now is that he's upped his price to $1,500 instead. As for the show itself, it's not doing much better either. The thing is, at its core, Shark Tank has always thrived on one simple yet powerful idea: hardworking entrepreneurs getting what they deserve and going from rags to riches. It's the kind of feel-good.
I don't know about that. Maybe, again, I didn't watch the show, but I feel like I would watch it just for the inventions. You know, it's like a TV show, or like a, not a TV show, what's it called? The one where people go and like present an item, and it's like, would you buy this? The Antique Shop? Fuck, man. Why can't I remember the name? Whatever. It's like, you don't go there to see them succeed or fail. You go there for the product.
Entrepreneurs getting what they deserve and going from rags to riches.
It's interesting.
It's the kind of feel-good story audiences love.
Maybe I'm wrong.
But that magic is starting to fade. Instead of scrappy underdogs with groundbreaking ideas, more and more new contestants are already well-connected, financially secure, or outright wealthy. One of the most blatant examples of this was when Arnold Schwarzenegger's millionaire son and his already successful ex-wife appeared on the show and landed a deal.
Hi, Sharks. I'm Maria Shriver, and this is my incredible son.
And hi, Sharks. I'm Patrick Schwarzenegger, and obviously...
Okay. Like, if they're doing this constantly, yeah, I can see why people would be, like, annoyed. I mean, it's like, oh, it's just rich people giving money to rich people. Wow. Good job. Like, they definitely needed your money, right? But if every now and then there's, like, a special episode. You know, it's with the same with cartoons, series... Netflix series, shit like that, where they bring up a special guest every now and then. It's like, wow, he's here. You know what I mean? It's like
This is my amazing mother, but she's also my business partner in our new venture.
Wait, mother? Wait, didn't he say it was his wife? Wait, am I insane? Dude, I don't know what's going on with my brain today.
Yet, despite all of this, Shark Tank isn't going anywhere. Even with its flaws, the show...
But it's a fan service episode, that's the word, right? Where it's like, oh, we have this very special guest coming on. You know, it's the president. He's gonna give us an idea. You know, it's just for entertainment. It's not an actual entertainment for fun. It's not an actual like product.
Show is still widely popular as ever. Its base format is just a bit too entertaining to fail. Watching ambitious entrepreneurs pitch their ideas, whether brilliant or ridiculous, will always be captivating. It's also why even parody videos based on the show rack up millions of views. People love the concept despite knowing it's flawed. Unless something...
Damn, this guy's fucking farming this shit. 3 months ago? Well, this was like 3 months ago, so it's like 6, right? Wait, this was 3 months ago? Oh, fuck, yeah. Fucking hell, man. The YouTube algorithm.
Truly catastrophic happens, Shark Tank will keep going strong. Even then, if one of the sharks faces a major scandal, they're easily replaceable. So,
Yeah.
as long as there are businesses to pitch and deals to be made, the show will always find its way to stay afloat.
That's me.
Oops. Ignore that.
From massive...
What do we know? Was it this? Wait, did I don't think I did. Oh, whatever. Can we get a shot of all of them? Okay, let's see. Because this guy was a problem. This one was a problem. And then, like, I don't think this guy was really a problem. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, Is he being an asshole? Yes, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like, he obviously, like, you shouldn't trust him. Versus, like, these two, which I feel like pretend to be, like, good people. But they're just scammers. No controversy with her and him. I'm surprised. Or maybe they weren't, like, bad enough to be included in the video. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you're having a good day whenever you're watching this, or whatever. Let's see. Dude, what did I even say before when I was ending the videos? It's been so long. Peace. See you in the next one, I guess, if you liked it. Oh yeah, this video will be in the description in case you want to watch it by yourself and give it a like. Boom. It is a pretty good one.